All right, guys, we're gonna go into an exercise called the bird dog exercise. This is gonna help connect all parts of the core, the diaphragm, the pelvic floor, the lower abs in the front, and the back and glutes together. We want it to all function as well as a family. This is really great to do as maybe your baby's doing tummy time. Like you can lay on top of them, not lay on top of them, that sounds terrible. You can be on top of them on all fours while they're doing tummy time, or on their back right below you as you're talking to them. And it's a really great way for you two to interact, but to still focus on strengthening your muscles. So you're gonna get on all fours and we're gonna run through this exercise. So before I even start bird dog, I might run through the exercise cat-cow, where I'm just checking out my mobility, seeing where I'm tight, and I'm tucking my bum under, kind of making the letter C. Then I'm gonna come back to neutral. I don't really wanna tuck in here because my tissue in my abdomen is typically more weak postpartum. So I like to keep more of a neutral tabletop instead of tucking into letting everything sag towards the floor. So we're gonna go up into that cat-cow, and back down to neutral. Then I'm gonna go back to neutral tabletop, just means neutral spine. From here, I'm gonna tighten my hip bone to hip bone, and I'm going to lift one arm out in front of me and then back down. The goal here, guys, is I really wanna make sure I'm keeping or maintaining neutral spine. I'm keeping this nice and level. It's not rotating as I'm doing this. Okay, so that was bird dog with upper arms. Now I'm gonna go into bird dog with lower legs. So I'm gonna still be on all fours, still tightening hip bone to hip bone here. And what I wanna do is I'm gonna breathe in, blow out, tighten lower abdomen, and I'm gonna slide this leg back behind me. Notice I'm not lifting my pelvis up, I'm not rotating back, I'm really keeping it nice and level here. And then back down. I like to alternate side to sides here, just like we would with walking or running. You really want to test both sides of the core and coordination with the brain so that it can connect when we're in those activities too. So it'll really help to kind of challenge your body system. Now, when you do really well with that one, you can go into progressing it further, where you might inhale, blow out, do your leg, but then also adding in the opposite arm. So this is opposite arm, opposite leg. Now, a little trick that I like to have my patients do and clients do at home is they might have a swim noodle or a foam roll like this one. And at home, they will toss this on their back. And work on balancing it with this exercise. So now, I really like it because I can feel when it moves, and the goal is to keep it on your back and to not let it fall off. Okay, so give that a try. Again, swim noodle, foam roll, or even a plastic cup would do. But something back there so you can feel if that pelvis is wanting to move or if it's gonna stay more stable. The goal is more stable. So really working on keeping it into that function and mobility. It really takes coordination, and you can get that the slower you go and blowing out, it'll make the core click. The faster we go, we typically get more unstable and more wobbly. So focus on slow and controlled, and you'll notice that you'll be progressing in no time.